CDC is recognizing that the social distancing guidelines can be a hurdle for school districts. And as you mentioned, 6 feet has been the standard when it comes to reopening schools, having students spaced 6 feet apart in terms of their desks. But there's been some debate about that over the past week. This after a new study looked at the safety of students 3 feet apart and determined that they could be safely seated that way if they're wearing masks. And again, that would be half the previous recommendation.
This is a really important finding because the reality is that 6 feet of distancing between kids is simply not feasible in the vast majority of school districts. And so these data can be used to reassure parents and teachers and other stakeholders that it is safe to bring students back to the classroom at 3 feet, provided they are masked.
Now, that's just one study looking at the issue. There are actually more that are set to come out this week, also looking at the social distancing in schools. But already the World Health Organization, it has more flexible guidelines looking at more of a 3-foot measure when putting students apart. And we've already seen some states implement that closer seating, that 3-foot rule. And they have gotten some pushback in some of those situations, critics citing health risks and concerns for both student and teacher safety. But we're going to be on top of this today. We're going to keep you posted on what the CDC says in terms of those guidelines on air and online.